When it comes to driving on city streets, there is something about us that makes us unique. Pittsburghers are extraordinarily kind when it comes to letting other drivers turn in front of them at stoplights.
That's very true. It's called a Pittsburgh left. And our next guest says that's just one of the things you need to know to be a true Pittsburgher.
Yeah.
There's actually a whole list of things that makes us unique. In the new March issue of Pittsburgh Magazine, magazine editor Brian Hyslop is here to run down a few of them for us and give Heather and me a little Pittsburgh trivia quiz, or a Yinzer quiz.
Yinzer quiz, yeah.
I love it.
Are you a Yinzer or a pretender?
Are you I said poser this morning, but I like pretender better.
Yeah.
Do you know what's so funny about the Pittsburgh left? I feel like I get mad at people when they don't take advantage of it. I'm like, come on. No, come on.
Right, come on, move it along.
No, I'm letting you go. You go now, right? Like you.
So we talked to like some driving instructors and everything, and they say that it's something that everyone does here is very courteous, but drives like out of town people like wondering what the hell is that person turning in front of me.
Right. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing that.
You probably shouldn't try it in New York City.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of other things in there too. Like we ask basically a who, what, when, where, why of Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. So who collected the bones of saints? And we found that up on Troy Hill, Super Godfrey Mullinger collected relics for years and years, and it's now the largest collection of relics outside of the Vatican.
Well, and Brian, the pictures are stunning from inside. I mean, really beautiful.
They actually have tours. You can go there and see a lot of these things too.
It's really cool.
What is the Pittsburgh Fountain of Youth? Most people don't know that Pittsburgh actually had a Fountain of Youth. It's in North Park. It was put up by the Work Projects Administration back in the Depression era. But right now, it's got bad water and the pump doesn't work, so it's no longer a fountain of youth.
Less youthful, more sick.
Yeah. Now it would be an opposite of that. The when we talked about is the Pittsburgh left. The where is where can you unplug with a good cup of tea. And this is Dobra Tea in Squirrel Hill. It's one of the few places now where you can go and still are expected not to be on your laptop, to be reading a book or a magazine or and talking to friends, and they have an amazing selection of teas there.
So this is one of those places where there's no free Wi-Fi.
Right.
You're not coming in.
It's about relaxing.
How refreshing is that?
I know.
To find a place like that is unique.
And our why is why do we speak Pittsburghese? And that, and that plays into the whole Yinzer thing. And we talked to different people who said that for the longest time that was considered kind of embarrassing, and then there was a turn about 7 years ago, where people decided to start embracing Pittsburghese and using yins, and you hear people like now playfully toying around with it, who use that now anyway, even though it's not what they would normally speak.
Add it to your daily language.
Yeah, although it's still a treat when you run into someone who you know is using it non-ironically.
Right, it is. You're right. It is a treat. The genuine Pittsburghese. Yes.
And then we have the part was online. We put a bunch of quizzes to really test, and we give you rankings and tell you how good you are as a real Pittsburgher.
Okay, and so you're going to ask David and I some questions.
Yeah, exactly. So the first is culture. How much of the Heinz History Center collection is on display at any given time?
Well, do you want?
So we have multiple.
You have multiple choices if you want.
My guess was C.
My guess is D. Because I think they have a lot in storage there. I know from doing stories.
It's actually D. It's only 15%.
Wow.
You actually can go there and see some of the archives. They have it really displayed nicely there because they knew they didn't have so much on display. So they have it kind of, you can see all the collections kind of behind glass. It's really a cool part to go see. And it's open to the public.
Wow. I knew they had a lot in storage, but not that much. It's interesting.
Food is, the oldest restaurant in Pittsburgh is?
A.
Oyster House?
Yes.
I agree, because you said it very confidently, Heather, so I'm going to go with
it. It is. Guess when it opened? Any ballpark?
1809.
They just celebrated like a big milestone, and now I can't remember.
1870. Isn't that amazing? I mean, they haven't changed the oil yet. Sports. Sorry. Only one of these athletes spent their entire career in Pittsburgh.
Okay, this one's going to be tough.
So it's either Franco Harris, James Harrison, Joe Green, or Cordell Stewart.
I'm going to go A. Oh, I don't know. No.
I'm between A and C. Oh, C. I think C, based on Marie, our floor director.
Mean Joe Green will
It
go
is
with.
Joe Green, yeah. He's the only one who was a Pittsburgh Steeler his whole career. Franco went to the Seahawks after a while, so.
Okay, it's hard because some of them retired here, but they didn't play here the whole time. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's the question I brought.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to keep
I thought there was. I like this game show.
We also have.
What else do you have?
We also have a whole quest of 12 other things you should know. Real quick, fast facts, including what is the Pittsburgh rare steak? Do you know that one?
No.
Well, I'm sorry.
Pittsburgh rare steak.
The Pittsburgh rare. What is Pittsburgh rare?
Yeah, it's
What
a
is
steak that is charred very much on the outside, but almost completely bloody on the inside. And the story goes that it was the steak that the steelworkers used to make. They would bring a raw steak to work and throw it on the hot place where they were making steel, and it would just cook really fast on the outside on both sides, and then have it. So if you
What a great story.
So if you're gonna say Pittsburgh rare, it's going to look like it's really cooked, but on the inside it's going to be very, very bloody.
To be honest with you, most Pittsburghers I know like it well done.
Yeah, that's what I thought Pittsburgh rare was going to be. Well done.
Well done. Yeah. Thank you so much, Brian. That was a lot of fun. And you can read more about what makes Pittsburgh unique in the new March issue of Pittsburgh Magazine on newsstands and online now.